Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Being Unapologetically Authentic with me, your host, Jean Tian. I am an Amazon bestselling author, a TEDx speaker, and a full-time employee looking to find the answers to making our careers as profitable and prosperous as possible. I am a mom of two human children and one puppy child, and I am so excited to bring this season to you as we dive deep into the intersection between successful communications and authenticity. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Being Unapologetically Authentic with me, your host, Jean Tian. I'm taking time today to kind of talk about why I'm focusing on communications for this season. Throughout my career and since the beginning of this podcast, what I have realized is that when we talk about authenticity, we often talk about how we feel and the beliefs that we have and the values that we have. And that is all very true in terms of our authentic selves and what it means from a professional perspective and a personal perspective. But what I failed to talk about is something that is so prevalent in our day-to-day life, both at work and at home, that I bet all of you have done this. I bet all of you participate in this, and I bet all of you do it at least once a day. And what is that? It is to open your mouth and say something, whether it's to say something that you are feeling, whether it is to negotiate, whether it is to ask for something, whether it is to greet someone. We all open our mouths more than once a day. And it would really be a disservice if we don't focus on the way that we communicate when we're talking about how to achieve success in an authentic way. And oftentimes we think that we can go into work with our professional self, right? Because many of us have this concept that you have to leave your personal stuff at home and only bring your professional self to work, and you wear this professional mask. And we've talked about this before as well. When you do that and you wear a professional mask, you expect to speak and to communicate in a professional way. Now, what does that mean, though? What does it mean to communicate in a professional way? That's the question. That's the question that I want to dive deep into this season. But it's not just about how do we communicate in a professional way, but how can we communicate that is authentic to us and also professional. And it takes so much more than just saying the right words, because I think we've all had situations where you know the right words to say and you have said it, but the other person on the other side may have either misinterpreted it, they have taken offense to it, or they may just have shut down and just not have heard it. And when all of those three things happen, the outcome of that conversation, the outcome of that discussion or negotiation is never positive. So this season is really about talking to my guests and learning from them in terms of the communication tactics that have worked for them, for their clients, etc. And each episode will have a tip and a tool and some advice that you can use in your own everyday life to see if it works for you. because I always say one thing that works for others does not always mean it will work for you. So it is very much a trial and error type of situation. And I will be coming on to talk about the different types of communication styles that we each have and how it comes out from our personal side into our professional side. Because there is just no way that we can realistically separate our personal selves from our professional selves 110%. You're never going to say, okay, today I'm going to be just Jean at home, and tomorrow I'm just going to be Jean at work, because eventually we're all so busy that things just start to integrate. This concept of personal versus professional is no longer a clean line straight down the middle. What I think we are all starting to realize and recognize is that we bring so much more of our personal selves into the professional environment, into our workplace. And so this is why it's so important to understand our personal self and the way that we communicate, and understand how to see how others communicate so that the message can be balanced and centered, and it can have the most positive effect for both parties, both for you as the speaker and for the other person as the listener, as the receiver of the information. Because what is the point of talking and talking and talking if the message is never received, or it's not received in the way that you had hoped that it would be received, right? If the message goes missing somewhere, there is no point. So I love efficiency. I love to save time, and I love to save energy. And so this is why I'm so passionate about all of this, because the way that we communicate can help us save so much more time and so much more energy. Because when we come across and we can say the things that we want to say in the way that the other person can hear it, can truly hear it and digest it, then it saves you so much time and energy. Because the chances of it offending somebody or being, going over the head of someone, it decreases it, so you don't have to do it over and over again. And think about what you can do with sales and with negotiations and with requests for promotions and salary raises. Like, it is such an important tool when we're looking at how to succeed authentically within our professional lives. So stay tuned for the next episode, where I speak with more guests and get their expert opinions on how to communicate with others, how to communicate to promote yourself. And I will be coming in to give you tools on how to identify the ways that you communicate so that you can understand your own communication styles. And then this way, when other people are teaching it, you can adapt. So I can't wait to share more with you. Stay tuned. Bye, guys. Oh, wait. And if you know someone who can absolutely benefit from this season's episodes, please feel free to share. And I actually don't say please feel free, but please do share, because the more that we can spread the message, the easier it is for us to be on the same page and to communicate more effectively, to succeed more authentically, so that we're all with more like-minded individuals. All right, now I'm done. Bye, guys.